Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I am continuing my series of reviews by taking a look back at Countdown number 8. So I've been reviewing Countdown to Final Crisis all the way from issue 51 down to this point, so you can check out my previous reviews with a link in the description box. So this issue was written by Paul Dini with Justin Gray and Jimmy Palmiotti. The story consultant was Keith Giffen. The pencils on this were done by Carlos Magno, who's done the art on a lot of these Countdown issues. Rodney Ramos did the inks. The colors are by Tom Chu. I personally think he's a really good colorist. He does a lot of the coloring on these issues, and as you'll see, the colors on this are really vibrant and great. So the lettering is by Travis Lanham and the cover is by Scott Collins. So the cover is really good. I like it. You've seen throughout the series Darkseid has his own little chess game, and the little pieces are actual DC characters. So that's what you see in the foreground there, and the title War in Pieces, with the Monitor Solomon and Darkseid both facing off at each other, which is very reminiscent of the story itself at this point. So starting off on the first page, right away you see the awesome coloring I was talking about. You see a lot of red and blue contrasting in the Atom's outfit, and he's running around on Apocalypse, and he's actually in the Nanoverse on Apocalypse. So then we go to the title page and the credits, and right away you can see the art's really good. I think it's quite detailed, and actually some of the best art we've seen from Carlos Magno in this series. Some of his art I found to be a little lacking in the characters' faces, but as you can see right here, particularly Darkseid, he looks really good. He looks human almost with his expression. So in any case, he's setting his chessboard and says, "Checkmate, Monitor." But the Monitor still has some tricks up his sleeve, and they just kind of recount some of the things that happened. But what's really important and what's revealed is you see Atom there is actually on the chessboard, but he isn't one of the pieces. He's the Atom himself. So he goes down and shrinks down, and he's found out some things about Karate Kid, specifically that he is carrying a super virus, which has been a big plot point for quite a while. But Firestorm finds him and brings him out of the Nanoverse, and we get this big reveal. You see pretty much everybody who's there on Apocalypse, all the heroes, and Atom joins them. And this issue is a lot more linear than most. It doesn't jump around so much. Basically, now that Atom's with these guys, he finds out they already have Karate Kid, and he tries to tell them he actually is wanting them to kill Karate Kid because he's afraid of the super virus spreading. Also, we find out Jimmy Olsen is being a total badass and wants to go and confront Darkseid. Like, he literally says, "I have to confront Darkseid," and everyone's trying to talk him out of it because that would just be suicidal. And Jimmy Olsen's so out of character, for good reason. They write in why he's acting like this, but looks so different and he's so out of character. I thought he was actually Maxwell Lord. He looks a lot more like him than he does Jimmy Olsen. But anyways, he wants to go and face Darkseid, and then we see Darkseid himself. The Monitor is left, so Darkseid just assumes that he took off and he ran away because Darkseid's gonna win. But we find out he went to our heroes that we saw earlier. So again, the art's really awesome. I like how he's drawn here. He looks quite cool, I think. Coloring's really awesome. Got the purple really standing out. So he jumps down, but he tells Jimmy that he's being dumb, and if he goes to see Darkseid, he's going to get killed. And the reason he has powers is because Darkseid's been using him as a vessel, and that's why Jimmy has powers. But if he goes to Darkseid could just kill him and take his power back. So they continue arguing because the Atom doesn't want them to take Karate Kid with him, and of course Una, or Triplicate Girl, wants to take him, and they keep arguing. So finally the Monitor Solomon just gets upset, and I really thought this page was cool. You see here, it's really kind of dynamic, but he just transports them. So we see them all on the next page. Boop, they appear on Earth. So there they are, they're all back. Kind of makes things simpler for them because for a number of issues now, they've been wondering how they were going to get back to Earth from Apocalypse. Although now they still have the dilemma of Karate Kid, either how they're going to cure him or, as the Atom fears, his virus may spread. So that's the end of this issue. There's a little bonus at the end. Every issue's had a bonus. This one is Secret Origin of Bizarro, or as he says, this am unsecret origin of Bizarro. And it's written backwards with the first part and last and the second part first, as you might expect with Bizarro. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so overall, I thought it was a really good issue. It was interesting because it didn't jump around at all. It pretty much just followed one plot point the whole way through, which very rarely happens. Countdown, almost every issue's got 10 different things going on at once. I think maybe because it's getting down towards the end, it was more just concise and to the point, which I found to be good, and I thought the art and coloring was good too. So we got 7 more issues, and then we're done with Countdown, believe it or not. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to my patrons on Patreon, and as always, thank you guys for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.